So for Xenon, when you go to the beginner tab, there's a skill called model shift. So when you do model shift, you want to be on the aircraft to the right, and that's your main mobbing skill. Let me turn on my graphics so you can see it. So this is your main mobbing skill for farming. And then for hippogram field, you press model shift twice and it'll take you to this UI. You want to use the purple one. So the way the purple one works, it's the one for mobbing, but every time the ball hits a edge, it will do damage to all mobs inside of the field. And then I also have loaded dice. So loaded dice, if you use it on 6, you want to set it to 6 and then roll your dice. This will give an additional 30% XP with Holy Symbol that I have. So it's about like 60% XP. So just make sure this is uptime. Unfortunately, it can't be auto buffed, but that's another thing. So the rotation I do for Xenon on CFES 3 is I will come up here, drop the hippogram field right there, put the Erda Fountain on that spot right there, and then I will drop the big hippogram field on the bot right. And then pretty much you just need to clear this section to the bottom left. It's going left and right, and the full right side should be cleared. And just go back and forth in this location, just looting. And since I only have the pets without VAC, for your loot rotation, basically every time you place this big hippogram field right here is when you want to do a loot rotation, because you'll be clearing most of the map. So I'll loot up all this, then I'll use diagonal chase, and I'll run across here, I'll loot everything here, drop down to the bottom, and then I will replace the purple hippogram field on the top left, put Erda Fountain back here, and then while this hippogram field is on cooldown, I will just run back and forth on the bottom, casting bombardment. Diagonal chase is my vertical movement. This allows you to move diagonally upwards. You can cast it twice as long as you're on the ground, so that'll help you get high up faster. Or you can put rope lift, whichever you prefer. So now hippogram field fusion is off cooldown, so I will drop it underneath the Erda Fountain area, diagonal chase up, bombardment across while I loot, diagonal chase up, again doing the same, loot all this, come down, and then I will just clear here. Once my Erda Fountain comes back up, I will come up here, replace hippogram field again, and put Erda Fountain here. Now, if an elite boss spawns, there's Omega Blaster, which is this skill. Basically, you hold it, and it has this little gauge over my head. This little gauge over my head is you charge it to full, and anytime like an elite boss spawns or something, just make sure you buff up, and once it's fully charged, you just let it go. And that should that'll be your burst to kill most of the stuff. But yeah, it's pretty much my CFES 3 rotation in this map. I'll just keep doing this. And then once hippogram fusion field comes back up, I'll rinse and repeat and do the same thing over again. Go loot myself. Alright, so it's up. I'll drop that there. Chase up to the corner. Up here. Loot all these. Replace the fountain. Over here. Put the field down. And then clear this corner again, left and right. But yeah, that's pretty much the TLDR for Xenon farming on Chicken Festival 3. You always have to utilize the summons. That's the biggest thing, is the summons. And then this doesn't have a cooldown, which is your shadow partner, but if you take too much damage, it'll go away, so you just have to recast it. And this is your bind. So if you need a bind, a elite mob or something, you can use that.